In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to go from this to this. This is every possible side jump from the most basic to the most advanced, and I'm going to be showing you how to do each one step by step. So let's hop right into it. So starting it off with the most basic and simple side jump, it's just going to be a simple jump onto a floor. Focus on not running sideways, try to run straight and then kind of curve at the last second as you see me doing, and try not to hit your head on the cone. After that, you're just going to want to do the same thing, but you're going to want to add ramps behind you. So as you can see, I put one ramp behind me and then one ramp in front of me, and then I just continue going. And for all these variations, I'm going to be showing you first in full speed and then in slow motion. So if you're struggling with any of them, feel free to pause it or rewind it to see exactly where I'm jumping from or what angle I'm coming from. That should help you guys out. So the next one we're going to learn is what I like to call the sideways jump. And instead of continuing straight like we were with the last one, we're going to be changing directions, either right or left, depending on which way you jump from. So in the background, you can see I'm jumping to the right and I'm continuing going to the right. So with each side jump, I'm changing directions. Now we're moving into some of the more challenging ones, and if you're new to side jumps, some of these might take you a little longer to learn than the other ones did. What I'm doing here is called an elevated side jump, and essentially I'm landing toward the back of the floor and I'm going on top of the ramp instead of underneath it. So as you can see with the last one, I was going underneath it, and with this one I'm going on top. And what this does is it puts you a whole layer above where you would be, and it's really good for giving you high ground above other opponents. Next up is the same thing, except you're going to be changing directions. So you're going to be doing an elevated side jump either to the left or to the right. This one's a lot trickier than the last one, so if you're struggling with it, just be patient, try to follow my movement. And the one tip I can give you for this is to try to land in that back corner where I'm landing. If you land further up towards the front, you're going to be underneath the ramp, and we're going to want to be above the ramp on this one. Side jump numero 6 is where things get a little bit spicy. You're going to want to add these walls through the cone before you jump. And what this does is if someone's above you, it's going to protect you from their shots, and if they're right on top of your cone, it's going to block them from running forward, giving you free height. So essentially you're just going to be doing the same thing we did in the last two, but you're going to want to throw these walls up before you jump. Here's the same thing, just with the direction change. Number 8 out of 10, we're almost there. We're starting to get into some of the really difficult side jumps, so if you're just starting out, I would not recommend learning these. Just practice the other ones, save this video, and then come back once you've mastered the other ones I've shown you. Although this one might not look any different from the last one, you're actually going to want to land on the right side of the ramp instead of the left side. So as you can see, I'm kind of towards that right side, and the reason this is beneficial is because it allows you to go straight into a 90 or another retake. This one's actually a lot harder than it looks, so definitely take your time with it. If you need to put the video in slow motion, it already kind of is, but just look where I'm jumping from and look where I'm landing, and hopefully it helps you guys out. You guys probably guessed it, but the next variation is literally just the last one, but with high walls. I promise you guys though, these high walls are actually really important because they lead into the next retake, and they actually help a lot with future retakes and more complex ones that you might learn in the future. I do recommend putting that floor and then editing it. It's just kind of a little flair that I like to do. And with this one, you'll notice that I'm actually putting a wall to my right as well, and the reason I'm doing that is so I can block off if someone's shooting me there, and it also leads into the next thing, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so the last side jump I'm going to go over is my personal favorite move. Not just my favorite side jump, but my favorite retake in general. If you ever see me 1v1 people or just free build, I do this retake like 500 times. And basically what it is just what I showed you, but you're going to want to add the cone and the two walls to the side. So as you see when I land, I put that cone above me and then walls and edit through. When I was first learning this, the cone was pretty hard for me to place, but what you want to do is look directly down, and if you hold your cone down when you're looking down, when you look up, the cone will be placed, and then you can just edit through it. And this is probably one of the hardest retakes in Fortnite, so if you're struggling with it, don't worry. This actually took me a while to learn, but I promise you it's worth it. I use this so much in my fights. For those of you that stuck around to the end of the video, I have a bonus side jump for you guys. I know I talked about high walls a lot in this video, but this is the original high wall, and it's actually really important to learn. What you want to do is place two walls above you while you're in the air, and then a floor to catch yourself. And if you see an opponent right in front of that wall, you just want to boat a ramp like I'm doing and full box them. This is a really clean move, and it's actually really useful in ending fights fast, so make sure you guys learn it. We are officially at the end of the video. I'm sorry I didn't go into too much detail with how to do each one individually, but like I said, the biggest tip I can give you guys is just to watch it over and over, look where I'm jumping from, look where I'm landing at, and try to emulate that in your own creative. The main thing with learning side jumps is honestly just practice. At first it's going to be hard, but once you get it once, that muscle memory is going to build, and in no time you'll be hitting it 100% of the time. If you enjoyed the video and it helps you out, feel free to subscribe. I have lots of educational videos on the way. And follow my Twitch if you have any questions or just want to say hi. See you guys in the next video.